Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Crafting with Ronda MC. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be making a daisy bracelet out of polymer clay. First off, you will need some yellow polymer clay. This particular one is the Primo Sculpty and it's canary yellow. I'm also using some of the pearl in the Primo and I'm using white in the Primo. Okay. Then you will need bracelet form. Now this one I found at Hobby Lobby. It's a little bit wider, and if you want to make it wider, that's fine. I myself wanted to make a little bit narrower, so I had some metal flashing where I was making my own cookie cutter shapes. And what I did is, this is what the metal flashing looks like. It comes in a big sheet, and I've cut it down into strips. And then I went back and I cut it down to the size that I needed. And the length on this is 6 1/4, and the width on this is a 1/2 inch. I wanted it a little bit more daintier than the other bracelet that I had. So what I did is I just cut it out of the flashing. Just be really careful because this stuff is sharp. You don't want to cut yourself. All right, so we're going to be using this bracelet form that I have. Oh, and to get the curve in it, all I did was I just took it and I put it over top of the other one that I had and just kind of worked it around it. But you can take like a glass or something, even a water bottle, something round, just to, to get it curved, so you can put it on your wrist. All right, well, let's get started. First off, I've taken my yellow clay and I've conditioned it. I ran it through my pasta machine. I started out at a 7 and I gradually worked my way down to a number 5. I like mine about a 5 thickness. 7 is my thickest setting on my machine, and then I think my thinnest setting is a 1, so I stopped at a 5. Now if you don't have a pasta machine, you can use an acrylic roller to roll it out yourself. I have this little roller. This is a fondant roller, and this came in a kit that I purchased not too long ago, and I shared it in one of my hauls. But yeah, you can just take and just roll your clay out to get it the thickness that you need. You want to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles in it. And then what you'll do is you'll just take it and you're going to lay it on your form. Just lay it right on top of your form. Just wrap it around it. Okay, and then I'll take my tissue cutter with the blade and I'll just go around it. I'm going to cut the excess off of here. Okay, and then I'm going to go across the top like this. Okay, and then we're going to do on the ends here like this. And then we're going to go around on the other side. And again, we want to even up this end. Okay. So that's what we've got. We've got the clay on here. All right, and now what you'll want to do is you just want to go around the edges with your finger and just kind of smooth your clay out, make the edges nice and smooth. Just be careful if you're using the flashing like I am. It's really sharp, so just be real careful not to hit that. Okay, now that we got all the edges nice and smooth and rounded, all right, we're going to work on our daisies. So let me remove this clay. Hang on to any of your leftover clay. You can always use that for something else. All right. Now I just need to condition this real quick, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I've got my white with the pearl mixed in it. Got it all nice and conditioned. And I have some little fondant cutters. These I ordered off of Amazon. And it came into a large set. There were several different cutters in there. But I'm going to use this particular, I'm going to use this one for my daisy. And then this is going to be for my center. I'm going to cut out, I don't know, I think maybe like five little daisies. Just push them out like this. Alright, that's the first one. And you'll see that some of them, the edges look a little kind of crazy. Just take your finger and just smooth it out. No worries. Okay. And then I like to take a toothpick and just just run it across the tips of the flower, just of the petals. Okay, and there's your petals. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to cut out, I think I'm going to do about 5 of these. So I'll cut those out and I'll be right back with you all. Okay, I've got all my little daisies cut out. I have 5 of them here. All right, and now we want to cut out the center of our daisies. I'm going to take some of this yellow and I'm going to run it through. I'm going to run it through probably at about a 3. I don't want it too thick. Okay, so, all right, I've got it out at my 3. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take this smaller cutter and we're going to cut out the centers. Okay. I'm just cleaning up around the edges a little bit. Okay, see how little and teeny they are? They're so cute. Okay. Alright, so there we go. We've got all our little daisies. Nice and cute. I'm going to use these 3mm Swarovski crystals, and I'm going to put those down in the center of the daisy. And I'm going to use, this is just it's a jewel picker or a nail. It's used for nails, but I use it like for my rhinestones and all. It's got like a wax tip on the end, and then it has like the scriber tool on the end, the round ball tip. So, and it comes in handy. All right, and to put the Swarovskis down, I'm going to use a little bit of this sculpty adhesive. I'll just put like a little smidge. What I like to do is I'll just put some on my glass top here. And then I'll take a toothpick and just put a little bit in the center of each of the daisies. Alright, now we'll just take our little jewel picker and we'll pick up these little Swarovskis and stick them in the middle here just like this. Alright, so we're just putting all the little crystals in. We've got our oven preheating. Okay. Those just the little Swarovskis in there, it just adds so much more to the little daisies. And these are 3mm. So they fit in there perfectly. Alright, so we've got all our little flower petals cut out. And we've got our band cut out. So now I'm just going to take my little petals. I like to start in the center and get the first one centered. Okay, once I know that's centered, I'll just give it a little press. Make sure it's in place. You want to make sure when you put these bottom ones on, you want to make sure you leave enough room for the little clasp that we're going to go back and put on. So let's see here. I'm just going to move these up just a smidge. Okay, there we go. Yep, oh, that looks good. Okay. All right, they're all on here, nice and even. And we left room to put our little clasp on. Okay, now that we've got the flowers all on, I like to go back with a little bit of some mica powder. And this is a silver, and I picked this up at one of our nail supply stores here in my area. And I'll just take a soft brush. Let's take a little soft brush and just lightly just kind of dust around the petals a little bit. Just give it that little bit of shimmer. And I'm just working out of my lid because this stuff, it goes. See how that just adds that extra shimmer to the petals there? This stuff goes a long way. Okay. While the bracelet is in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and prep my clasp. The clasps that I'm going to be using are these, I don't know what they're called or what the name of them is, but this is what they look like. And I'm going to also use a magnetic clasp because polymer clay, once it gets warm, it has a tendency to kind of, I guess stretch maybe. I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but it would get loose. So I just want to make sure I have, have it on so it doesn't come loose. I also will be putting those on with these little jump rings, okay? All right, you guys, my clasp is all put together, and this is what it looks like. All right, and now our bracelet has come out of the oven, and it's all nice and cool. So all I'll need to do is I just take my my blade, the edge, just like this, and just kind of work it around, and then it just comes loose. And there you go. Okay. So there's my bracelet. Turned out nice, really cute. Oh, my daughter's going to love this. She's been wanting me to make her a daisy bracelet. Okay. And you can see here, what I can do is that there's a couple little places in it. I'm just going to take some wet sandpaper. All right, I'm going to sand this down, clean it up, and then I'm going to go and put some Minwax. It's water-based polyacrylic, and this is the glossy, and I keep it in one of these little salad containers that you can get at the Dollar Tree. But I'm going to sand it up, polish it, get it nice and clean and ready, and then I'll put this on there, let that dry, and then I'll go ahead and put my clasp on, and I'll come back and show you guys the finished product. All right, I'll be back shortly. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is what our completed project looks like. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. And I put the little clasp, metal clasp on. Got the magnet. So my daughter loves daisies, so I made this for her. I think she's gonna like it. All right, you guys, thank you for coming and watching. I hope you learned a little something today, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you, and have a blessed day.